The novel coronavirus continues to spread overseas. At least 24 countries outside China have reported cases of the coronavirus, most involving people who travel to China. There are now 12 confirmed cases in the U.S. Wisconsin just announced the first case today. Amid growing fears of the coronavirus outbreak, Japan has quarantined a cruise ship, stranding thousands. 10 people on board have tested positive for the coronavirus. Hong Kong followed suit, docking a cruise ship with over 2,000 people on board. Hong Kong says it will quarantine all people coming from mainland China for 14 days, including foreigners and Hong Kong residents. Hong Kong has 21 confirmed cases of the virus, including 4 that were transmitted locally. And on Chinese social media, a joke titled "The Most Ironic Joke of 2020" says how during the pro-democracy movement in Hong Kong, the anti-mask law was passed, prohibiting Hong Kong protesters from wearing masks. But after the coronavirus outbreak in Wuhan, all Chinese people are now united in wearing masks. Another quipped that Chinese authorities turned Xinjiang, where millions of Uyghurs are detained, into a big concentration camp. But now many cities in China are on lockdown. And finally, Chinese authorities threatened other countries by reducing Chinese tourists in order to force them to cooperate with China in some areas. And now other countries have introduced restrictions for Chinese people from entering. And the real death toll in China is still unknown. Many residents in Wuhan, the epicenter of the outbreak, believe the death toll is much higher than the official figures because people with flu-like symptoms are being turned away from hospitals. Experts say they still lack enough data to say how lethal the coronavirus is. Chinese web giant Tencent might have accidentally released the real numbers of the Wuhan coronavirus deaths. On Saturday, Tencent briefly listed online over 154,000 cases of infections and over 24,000 cases of deaths. Chinese web giant Tencent might have accidentally released the real numbers on the Wuhan coronavirus deaths. On Saturday, Tencent briefly listed online over 154,000 cases of infections and over 24,000 cases of deaths, 10 times what the official figure stated. Moments later, Tencent changed the numbers to reflect what authorities had released.